To get premium trading and investing tips, support on Patreon. How's it going, everybody, and welcome to another Market Watch video, guys. Today EA has released the new free squad. They're gonna be in packs for a week, and as it looks like, this is just a sick concept, as these cards are all position changed, and some of them are very good in-game stats wise, are mad. For example, Verratti on the left mid, or Hazard as a striker, where there's a lack of strikers in Bundesliga right now. I do believe all of these cards are very good. I do believe they're gonna be cheaper than they are now, because I don't think that many people open packs and prepared for such a good promo to be dropping today. But yeah, this is what they brought out, and there are a lot of other stuff like the current icon swaps, objectives, and all of that. They also brought a Marquinhos Freeze Sbc, which requires, I do believe, an 86 rated team with a team of the week player. I'm sorry, it's not a team of the week player, but just one Paris Saint-Germain player, and that's it. It's basically 150k worth player, which I feel like if you need him and you can fit him in your team on a CDM, that's a very good card, and value wise it's not the worst as well, so it's kind of looking good at the moment. They also are releasing these puzzle SBCs. If we just scroll down to the Foot Freeze challenge, where they give you an untradeable mega pack, it's out for 2 days, but they say every day they're gonna bring out these packs, and you will potentially be making some of these if you want. Maybe stock up on the cheapest cards right now when there's supply with the new team, if you want to complete these SBCs. I'm sorry that I went out, because I just wanted to check swaps for you guys. They have brought out the icon swaps as well. You get all of these mad packs if you don't complete all of the swaps, but you get Vidic as the first one, where you need just 7 tokens to obtain that card. Then you get Hagi. I prefer Vidic over Hagi if you're gonna go and choose some, because I do think there's better cams, unless you need some better links on that position. Shooter is also a pretty solid one. It doesn't have that good agility and balance, but it's solid. It's very solid. Then it's Coman at 13 swap points, but I think I'm gonna do Rijkaard for 14 swap points. Right now you can obtain 8 swap tokens, which are obtainable through the objectives as well. The last one is Thierry Henry, which I don't think is as good in my opinion. I would rather get Rijkaard. Instead of the 17 tokens, I would get the 14 tokens, and then maybe if I get the 3 extra tokens, I would spend it on an 85 plus 5 times pack. So maybe pack something good out of this one if I manage to do that. If we go under the objectives right now, we also see that you need 5 first zone players. But for the current objective sphere where you're doing the objectives, which is called One League, under the online matchmaking, you have to have one full league. So for example, people, when they play with a Premier League team, they won't be able to put Mbappe in their subs. They'll need a full Premier League team, and you just need like 5 first owned Premier League players in the starting 11. So then you can enter the game and you can complete these swaps. You need, of course, a Premier League, Serie A, La Liga, Bundesliga team, a League One team, and then there's something as you progress and as you score goals and play games, you will also get these very solid packs. And the second swaps thingy is right now is the RDV's MLS EFL Championships, where you need 11 of those players to complete these objectives. Right now they're going very high, so if you have RDV's players, if you have MLS, if you have EFL Championship players that are up, check the market, check your clubs. There's some silvers from RDV's selling for 5 to 6k right now. It's mad. Make sure to sell those and rebuy them in a week or two when you're ready to complete these objectives. They are the season progress is still on for 20 more days, so you still have time to complete these. I do think they're not going out, so you're gonna have an okay timing to get back in when they're low again, when the hype stops, to buy those cards to complete the swaps. Now looking at Bolasie right now, this is a sick card, a free sick card from Premier League. You can link him up nicely. If we check the in-game stats, which we already did on stream, it's not the best, but since he's 5-star skiller, he can do some good moves. I'm gonna definitely try him out, try to complete him, try to see how he plays, and maybe use him as a super sub somewhere in the future. So very good content right now by EA, but there's something else that is very important. The road to the final Team 3 is coming as well. So they're going to release a third road to the final team, and I do think it's going to be after the current freeze promo, because if we go back to the freeze promo, we can see that it's in for 6 days and 22 hours. So what this means is that they're gonna release it actually I mean they're gonna release it until the next Friday. After next Friday there should be something else, and I do think we're gonna get the road to finals with the SBCs and all of that. So the fodder cards should still rise in value. Right now the 83s are not needed. I do think that the 83 rated cards, the 82 rated fodder is where the money's at into the evening, late evening, when they go low, as there's no demand for them. If tomorrow there's still a higher rated requirement for the SBCs, like right now we're seeing with Marquinhos, I do think it's going to be an even better day. As more days go by, the EA doesn't request these lower end fodder cards to be inputted in the SBCs. I do think the more they can drop and the more profits you can make as soon as they will drop something, because they always did during Footmas, during any promo in December. They always brought something that brought even the lower end fodder up in demand. As well, I wanted to show you guys that if we just go here, they are saying that 3 new player SBCs are going to drop. These are the next ones. That's a right back Argentina. I hope the Leverkusen one is Bailey, and I don't know who the striker Spanish is, but guys, let me know in the comments what do you think, who are these cards and all of that. And of course, maybe if you're lucky enough, as we saw the Paris Saint-Germain right now requirement for Marquinhos, you can see some of the fodder cards that might be going up if they require them in maybe a Leverkusen squad, if they require a Leverkusen player in it, and they're whoever is more higher rated in that squad. For example, Bellarabi and Bender linked nicely on the right positions, so they could be very good if you're looking at those squads, if they will be needed to be inputted in any of the SBCs. Looking at the team of the group stage, a lot of you have been asking me if like I would buy any of these cards. I do think they're gonna have a hard time. First of all, because Casemiro right now I do think is dropping Diego Carlos. A lot of people think that Diego Carlos is going to go up when Kounde is going to get the upgrade. Also the road to final upgrades, I do expect them tonight or the latest sometime into Sunday. They usually like upgraded them every Friday last year, so we'll see if tonight late evening they're gonna upgrade them. Either way, they should do it soon, and once they do, those road to finals are going to drop in value. So if you haven't sold yet, make sure to sell it, because everything is just going to drop. We also have a lot of the cards here in Freeze that are going to make them drop even more. For example, we have someone like Hazard who can afflict Bebo right now, because that's right now currently the best looking striker Bundesliga card on the market right now. And there's a lot of these cards that can affect some of the cards that are right now. Maybe Rodriguez can affect Cassie because he's way cheaper, and also because most of these cards should even drop in value as we go by. Either way, fellas, I do think the fodder to look out right now is the 83. I don't think it's the time to buy it. I feel like it was overinflated. Right now it's coming back down already. It was close to 2K earlier in the hype. Right now Strakosha and all of these are going under 1.5K. If you time it right, and if you know which to player specifically buy, I do think this is the market to focus on. I just think that more supply can bring them lower slightly, and we can make very good profits in the upcoming days. If tomorrow, for example, there's not going to be a lower rated SBC requirement, I do think these cards can push even lower. So you can gamble on that. You can wait even more. As soon as these cards get less and less demand and they get up with supply and drop definitely even lower in value. Some specific cards under 2K, like the left backs, the center backs, if those drop usually on those positions, the right wings, those are usually the 83 cards that you want to focus on under 2K. They usually rebound nicely. So if you're looking at outside market, definitely a good watch. The higher end not informs, but the fodder cards, I do think they will stay up high a bit. When Icon SBCs drop, they're gonna go even higher. I hope in some way that EA brings soon like a lower end requirement, so these higher end SBCs would basically, not SBCs, the higher end fodder value cards would basically drop and the lower end would go up, and when the higher end drops, we're gonna buy those, sell the 83s, because I do think that's going to be the time when we will potentially profit a lot, as well as the new icon players are coming onto into the SBC market and all of that, and people are gonna rebuy back those and burn them, of course. I do think the informs, like the team of the week, fodder cards as well, are still a very good look. They should rise a bit more, maybe 5-6k to where their price is at right now. I would say that some specific positions right now, like Trippier and all of that, are still a solid look as the more promo progresses. As we've seen the requirements on Marquinhos, I do think EA is gonna give out good cards for okay values, and they can slightly keep pushing up in value as we go into the new icon SBCs. Guys, if you have any questions, drop them down below. I hope this helps. Tomorrow I will be streaming Weekend League, so if anyone is very good at a game, please make sure to join the stream, because I need some help. Like, the new gameplay is on right now. I have some issues every single week. I went 19 wins, and I really want this week to get 20 wins finally. If I manage to do that, guys, I would appreciate any help, anyone coming our way. Any questions, drop them down below, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Cheers.